Hello, my divine, lovely people, collective. Let's do a reading. We'll see what comes out. We're just gonna freestyle it, see where the energy is this week. We have the Two of Wands and the Three of Pentacles in reverse, with Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. So, I'm getting this sense of you thinking about where to go next from here. Might have been you getting impatient about something, you not wanting to collaborate with people or work with these people anymore. You want to be kind of your own boss, especially if it comes to like a more intuitive or creative type of work. You want to maybe transmute yourself from, for instance, let's say a security type of job to something where you can, I don't know, teach martial arts or you know, teach about security. It's like you're switching your job up with levels. You really want to be your own boss from now on. It feels like you're old enough to not be stuck in these situations anymore. It feels like you have had to take certain jobs to survive, to, you know, live, to eat food and to pay rent and stuff like that. And now you're moving, you're definitely in this contemplative state of where to go next, what to do now, and how can I make this transition towards this, like a situation, either be it a job or a relationship or whatever this new endeavor is. You're like looking at the whole world as being your oyster, if it's about business, if it's about love or whatever, because you have waited so long, you have worked so long in this situation, whatever it is, that you have become impatient and you want to do something that fills up your soul, something that makes you feel alive, something that gives back the energy that you put in. Because you've been very bruised and battered by the situation, maybe it could be also that the people you were surrounded by were very hard to work with and very impatient, and you were this person of great patience on the other side. So the next card we have coming out is the Ace of Cups with Page of Wands and Ten of Swords. So yeah, you're looking for a way to get out of certain conflicts, especially if you're conflicted within yourself. I'm hearing you're looking for new endeavors, be it creative, be it romantic, be it, you know, job-wise, or even moving. I'm hearing for somebody here. You're looking to the world to see where you would want to live, work, play, and love. Because this situation, the one that you're coming out of, is just making you feel so stuck and defeated, and like it's really hard for you to get any inspiration from it. It feels like every time you start something new, you come to the same blockade of energy where there's a conflict of interest, or, you know, some person cares more about money and you care more about communication and love and being open and honest with these things, and you're just kind of reevaluating what you're passionate about so you can transition towards people that will be able to build with you, to work with you, to see the future in the same way as you do, right? So I'm getting like you're finding new peers to work with, to travel with, and for them to kind of recognize your potential and who you are, because these people were just not reciprocating in energy, be it work or not, you know, it can be whatever the situation is that you're dealing with. You have been kept hidden from certain people and from certain opportunities until now, just because you had to take that step back or step forward to evaluate where you want to go. So it's about making a choice. It's about making a decision about the type of change you want to make in your life, right? And you had to go really within, not so much as a hermit within, but more like this Four of Swords, just where you meditate on the fact, like, you know, ask for answers, ask for signs, kind of get a bit more in touch with your angelic side. When you were having these questions, they were being answered with nature or situations in life, in transit, in travel, in meeting these people. The signs were always there. They always showed you where you're gonna get hurt. And even though sometimes we, you know, especially us hopeless romantics, and being a hopeless romantic in a job setting can be quite hard as well, just because we want to do our jobs perfectly, we want to impress people above us, we want to collaborate with people around us in a good manner, you know, not having any evil eyes. And I'm hearing if you're coming from the United States, this is even harder for you, because the service industries and, you know, certain types of jobs are way more competitive than in Europe. Like, I'm getting this competition for tips or for hours, and you're done begging for work, because you know you can get a job anywhere if you put your mind to it. And you've been reevaluating your tactics when it comes to this new endeavor, because you don't want to be stuck in this commitment towards a new job per se. You really are looking for what will make you happy, what will help you out with taking care of your family, or how to make the people around you that you care about content. And it all comes down to you following your intuition towards that new step. But right now I'm getting like you're in this contemplative stage, like you haven't taken action yet, because you feel like you're gonna get deceived in this situation, like you're afraid of the unseen. And I'm getting like these burpees. So yeah, you could be like working out doing burpees, but also I'm getting like there's this expression that needs to come from your heart, and whatever it is, especially if it's art, you have to focus on that. You've been internalizing this struggle, this slow pace, for so long. Yeah, you're definitely leaving behind people that are backstabbing, cunning, just like acting like a friend, so they get gossip on you, so they can gossip with other people about you. I hate this energy. And you're standing your ground with the Seven of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. You're like standing your ground on, I have this idea and this project, and I really want to do it. I'm gonna fight for it. I'm gonna defend it. I'm going to fight off everybody that doesn't want me to succeed. Oh, that's a lot of cards, but it is the Wheel of Fortune. It's a whole storyline, actually. Okay, so the wheel has turned for you, but in a positive way, because you have been in this indecisive energy. Like, what should I do? Should my next step be towards getting this recognition that I know I deserve? So if you've been working at a very competitive or a petty environment as a job, I'm seeing that you're leaving that job or that relationship or that situation behind. Like, it's way in the past for you. You're just at least meditating and imagining how would it be to not work there, to not be in that relationship anymore, because you're focused on healing yourself from this energy that's probably been following you for a while, where you've been stuck in these self-imposed prisons and your feet are not bound, just like in this card of Eight of Swords. Her feet are not bound. So even though you don't see, even though you might feel like your hands are tied, you're still able to walk. And sometimes walking with a blindfold, it's scary, right? We like to know where we're going. We like to know how to act about it, how to prepare for it. But certain things you cannot prepare for at all. Yeah, you're going to be thriving in this new environment as soon as you take the next step. So now you're in this planning stage, right? Confirmation. You're in this planning stage of life where you're reevaluating your past and your present. You're not so much thinking about the future as you are about the past and how to not repeat those cycles. So the universe has unveiled certain things for you. They have shown who these people are. They have shown who these people are to you, and you are in a very masculine energy. It's like you are cutting out everybody that is tyrannical, male or female. You're cutting out everybody that is full of ego. And because you've been able to recognize these things from your healing, you're going to be able to collaborate better, because people are now a bit more, it's like you can hear what they're thinking, or you can tell by their body language how they're going to respond, or like they don't have to say much, you know exactly what they're thinking. And your next step is you making a choice for your future. It's like after those Two of Wands, we now get the Three of Wands, which is you seeing your ships come in, right? You have evaluated your path, and you have this long-term vision of how you would like your life to be. And what you're doing right now is you're setting up these foundations. It's like building these blocks brick by brick. And you're creating a whole new tower. Tower meaning a whole new self-confidence, a whole new healthy ego. But you're building it from within. So nobody can ever sway it, break it, burn it. You know, there aren't going to be any sudden changes when it comes to your path. Although I am getting that you might be scared of losing certain friends or connections, especially if it's leaving a job or a relationship, you are going to eventually get on a timeline where you'll be able to look around yourself a bit more to see that there are, you know, soulmates around you just waiting for you to be their friend, be their co-worker, be their business partner, you name it. Okay, now we have the King of Swords with the Seven of Cups, the Hermit, and the Two of Wands coming out again. So what you are planning is actually a way to never feel like this again, like the way you feel right now. You're building your whole structure anew because somebody has either tore your confidence apart or called you, you know, stupid, egotistical, whatever names they have been calling you, or whatever energy you've been feeling off of these people. It's I'm hearing coming right back to them in some way. As soon as you step away, you kind of take back your protection from these people, like you love so much and so vividly that most people will never appreciate the level, because their demons just get angry, yeah, when it comes to you ascending and you transcending these emotions. And it's like all of these people's attachments are never going to be happy for you. Therefore, you had to cut people off from your future timeline, and you're doing this now. It's like, I'm getting like the first row here is your future energy, and your bottom row is like the reason or the past going into present, going into future energy. So right now you're like plotting, planning, internalizing a lot of things and being quite confused about it, because you don't really know where to turn, which new job to get. Maybe you don't want to get it in the same field. And there's a certain energy here where you, if you could, you would just tear the veils apart and, you know, make everybody see the way you see. But that's impossible, because most people are cloaked in colors that are very dark, quite different than yours. It feels like you're this person of either great intellect or great passion, or, you know, it's just your energetic robes are royal, they are rich, they are rich in texture and detail, whereas theirs are just Batman cloaks. It's like they went to this Halloween store and bought the robes, but speaking in an energetic sense. So they will never understand how to heal and how to express their inner child, because, you know, people like you and me, we're going to be the leaders of the new, right? And we're trying to get all these people to get on the train tracks of ascension, to maybe internalize certain things more and clear their egos out, because the Hermit is coming below the Tower, and we really, you know, the energy that's surrounding the collective is, yes, we have been with ourselves long enough to know what we want. However, it's still sometimes hard to choose the next demon that we're going to entertain. If it's a matrix job, if it's a friendship that, you know, is like, we can feel off these friendships that maybe the other person wants to turn it romantic, or it's like just the intention behind it isn't as pure as it is behind yours, because you have transformed your brain. I'm hearing you broke your mind so many times to be now able to choose wisely, because the Seven of Cups is coming below the Lovers, and the Lovers is also a choice, but it's also Gemini, and it's also, you know, divine counterparts. However, I'm hearing choice, and the Seven of Cups being these illusions and temptations of choice, right? It's hard to choose from all these cups. One has One has a tower, one has jewelry, one has a laurel, one has a dragon, one has a snake, one has a veiled presence, and one has, I don't know, it's like a mask or something. And you, collective, are the type of people that no matter how clouded your surroundings are, no matter how much people are trying to cloud your judgment, you are able to see each and every one of these cups as a choice, because they are unveiled for you, because you've gone through a lot of balance. And earlier in the first row, the bottom line energy was judgment, and now it was temperance. So the universe, the angels, God Almighty, most merciful, is in on this, right? They are supporting you, even though you might feel stuck in illusions and don't know where exactly you're going. You're definitely getting away from these people that are constantly hurting you and making it hard for you. So let's see a bit more. Let's just shuffle these a little bit. Let's do a 30-minute reading. What's the advice for the collective, Spirit? I'd like to thank all my new subscribers. I'm so excited whenever I see a new subscriber. I mean, they do, you know, go up and down, but mostly up, which makes me so happy, because I too am on this precipice of being unemployed by choice, because I personally don't want to go back to working as a security officer, because I don't want to enter the matrix back, right? And this is my passion. I really want to help people however I can and connect them to the most high divine and connect them to God, the universe, the source, because we are all vibing, right? Whatever the frequency is, we are still vibing. So let's see. Okay. And the bottom energy is 9 of Cups, which is amazing. You're leaving behind a lot of anxiety and depression as you leave this situation behind, okay, collective? You're going towards your wish fulfillment, even though you're still clueless to how it's gonna happen. As soon as you finish and round up this cycle that you're exiting right now, you're going to get justice and the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups, and it's just beautiful. So let's see the actual cards that fell out. We got the 6 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the 8 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So it's like a lot of emotion and a lot of passion. But also this is 2 of Wands, right? The Knight is holding one and the Spirit is giving you one. So it's like this. You're walking away, not just walking, you're running away from the past because it wasn't emotionally fulfilling. And to find that you needed to walk away from certain things, even though the things, you know, in the past were quite innocent or, you know, just very childlike in thought, but it turned out to be a lot more either promiscuous, or if it's a job, it's like too much ego was involved in solving certain problems, whereas you had to, you know, armor up and cloak yourself in this different energy to survive the situation. Whatever it was, you are walking towards your Ace of Wands. And the aces are normally from the Spirit, right? The hand is given by the clouds. So what I'm hearing now is like, even though you are surrounded by clouds sometimes, or your, you know, mind is clouded because people are in your energy, it's like this residual energy that doesn't want to leave until you do. But when you do, you're walking towards you just being content, you being almost smug about how more beautiful it is on the other side. And whatever it is, I'm just super excited for you, because the advice is always I think I'm repeating myself through readings, really. But it's funny how the advice always comes out as in walk away, get the fuck out of here, baby girl, baby boy, like as soon as possible. These people are not for you. They have their own agendas that you don't know about. I just heard. Let's get just a little bit more. Okay, so these people from the past definitely saw you as competition, because we get the star coming out, and you were like super sad or depressed about it, because you know you have all this inner strength that people are trying to diminish, and it was really hard for you to, if it's a job, like, you know, get up and go to work. If it's a relationship, it was really hard for you to communicate. Even though you're a great communicator, it was just something holding you back at your throat or at your heart or at your solar plexus, I'm hearing, that you just couldn't, it wasn't worth it, and spirit knew, so certain things were uncommunicated for a very, very good reason. And that is, I'm hearing that song, parts of me I hide away for someone else to find. I think it's Umi, Down to Earth. She's amazing. And I probably sang that completely off key, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's like you're hiding parts of yourself for somebody else to appreciate, to respect, to love about you, and you're such a lovable person. I could cry right now. I hate that all these people fucking hurt you ever, man. I just you're the sweetest, man. Like, these people don't know what they lost, and you're just walking away now, or you're in the transition of walking away, or you've just been away for a couple of months and you've been wondering why the things had to go that way. And I'm here to tell you that everything is just the way it needs to be, for you to understand who you are and to move forward in life towards your wish fulfillments, towards your real family, towards your real friends, and towards the job that you really want to do, okay? Yeah, you're going to be celebrating so quick. Like, you're not even going to be able to be sad for long. Oh my god. So beneath the Knight of Wands, we got the King of Pentacles in reverse, which is just a confirmation from me to you that all these fuckboys and all these horrible bosses and horrible family members and friends with so much ego and, you know, just taking care of themselves and only caring about how much they earn and how to avoid work, they're actually being destabilized when it comes to their work. It's like you leaving a situation is going to energetically expose, and I'm seeing this domino effect of you being the first to leave, everybody behind you leaves that place, right? I can relate to that because that's what I did at like 2 to 3 jobs ago. Also security, I loved my job. I still love that job. I would take it back every day if it was, oh my god, my camera is also overheating, fuck.